Hey friends. Yes, I am in fact shirtless for this video. It's hot out and I was gonna make a bunch of videos today and I just have been feeling annoyed at the prospect of putting my shirt on. And I was like, well, heck with it. I'm gonna make some shirtless videos. There was a little bit of discourse about this on Twitter today. But yeah, I committed to making one with Sheik. He's apparently going to make a shirtless video, and I will as well. So here we are. Anyway, I've actually been meaning to make a video for quite some time about my tattoos and what they mean to me. And so this first shirtless video is a good occasion for that. Because my tattoos are all on my arms. I always knew that if I got a tattoo, I would want it to be meaningful. Some people don't really care what their tattoos mean, or it's okay if they're meaningless, or if people ascribe their own meanings to them, but I knew I wanted my tattoos to mean something very specific, something that would inspire me and remind me of, I guess, my values, even though I didn't have that frame when I was thinking about it when I was about 20, because one of my mentors had a tattoo that I thought was really cool. And I just couldn't think of anything at the time that I was like, yeah, I really definitely want to tattoo this to my body and have it on my body for the rest of my life. And I could think of things that I was like, oh, that's cool, and I like that, and it does resonate for me, but I was like, do I really want this for the rest of my life? And I also wanted to be not only meaningful, but something that I was like very confident that I could stand behind for the rest of my life, that I would be like, yeah, I believe in that and I want to live by that. And then in 2021, when I had that experience that I've written about in the essay, The Day I Was Born, one of the messages that came to me was to get a tattoo of the Brahmaviharas, the 4 qualities of love that are emphasized in Buddhist practice: metta, loving kindness; karuna, compassion; mudita, sympathetic joy; and upekkha, equanimity. And that seemed like a really good idea under those circumstances. And then I was like, well, I don't know. Is it a good idea? And anyway, I asked my friend Sylvia to design a tattoo for me that would honor that and represent the Brahmaviharas and show them in an icon. And I was like, well, I want to ask for your help with this, but just so you know, even if I really like it, I still might decide not to get it tattooed to my body because it's a tattoo and I don't know, I have to see how I feel about it. And then she made a design and I really loved it. We went through a couple iterations. I really loved her design and where she was going with it. And then just the more I thought about it, it was more like, yeah, I'm scared to get a tattoo, but I think I should. I think this is just a good idea. And I got it in my first tattoo in July of 2021, I think, or maybe early August. Could look it up. But I have a page, by the way, for my tattoos, toshin.com/tattoos, that shows each of the images and says where I got it and when and so on. But anyway, this is my first tattoo. It's sort of sideways right now. It's because of how I can hold my arm such that you can see it. But the first heart there is for metta, love, loving kindness. Second one's for compassion. The third one's for sympathetic joy. And the fourth one is for equanimity. And I love it. I think it looks beautiful. I think Sylvia did an incredible job. And I love drawing these symbols almost with my signature or in places. I love leaving it on whiteboards and things like this. It's just a beautiful icon. We use it all over the place in the love department. And I love this love tattoo. It brings me a lot of joy. Makes me happy. And I have visualizations associated with it. Like sometimes I imagine love charging up through my arm, on my left arm, and then running through my heart in my chest, and then going into my right arm and moving through those tattoos, which is where the other tattoos are on my right arm. and then shooting out of my hand, because I often visualize love shooting out of my hands and like sending love to specific people. And that's been very powerful, like imaginally, spiritually, to visualize that, to have that sense energetically of love moving through my body in that way. And it's nice because I can show it to someone and like maybe they'll ask me, or I can tell them like, hey, here are the Brahma Viharas, and it does lead to conversations about love. So I love that. And it reminds me to be a more loving person, that I want to keep love in my heart and embody kindness with my life, as is part of the guild oath for the love department members. So that's the love tattoo. I got that tattoo first, and then I got the curiosity tattoo next in June of 2023, shortly after my mom died. And the other two tattoos I designed. Sylvia didn't design them, or a tattoo artist didn't design them. I designed them myself, and then a tattoo artist inked them. And I was looking for a while for tattoos for both of curiosity and empowerment, because I knew, I was like, oh, if I have a love tattoo, I should get tattoos for each of them. And when I thought of the image that is tattooed to my right arm as a curiosity tattoo, I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the one. And it's a spiral of question marks, which I'll show you now. This is sort of an awkward angle, but you can see it, hopefully. It's spiraling around my arm. And part of it to me means just honoring questions and question marks and following your curiosity of what questions are actually on your heart. What are the questions burning in your heart? And then the spiral sense is just like leading wherever that goes. You don't know where it's going to go, but you just ask the questions, and then the world changes. Your world changes. The way you see yourself, the way you see others, the way you see the world, and your sense of what's possible changes, and then you live in that world. And importantly, over time, it means curiosity in general. It means honoring questions in particular, but it's also come to mean to me very specifically the intention to ask every question that I have on my heart. And this is sort of a guideline or a rule that I have with myself that I've talked about before as a video. But it's like, if I have some question that arises for me, I'm going to try to ask it. And even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's unusual, even if I've never asked a question like it before, even if I don't understand why I'm curious about it, I'm just like, hey, I've got this question. I'm going to ask. And without fail, those questions that I don't understand, that I don't know why I'm asking, that I'm surprised that I'm asking, those are the ones that really change my life. And so I just really try to honor that intention and ask lots of questions, and whatever questions are on my heart, to ask them and to see them through, and also to allow that other people might not want to answer them. It's fine. Or they may not have the answer, but I just ask, and I just ask, and I just ask, and I see where that leads me. And of course, more generally, I follow my curiosity. If there's something I'm excited about, if there's something I'm interested in, something I want to learn about, something I want to get better at, then I follow my curiosity. So I love that tattoo, and I love that it means that. And I think that's probably the one I get the most compliments on, because it's the most visible one. The other two are sort of like hidden in my arms a little bit. And then the wand, people don't necessarily know what it means. But people like the spiral design of question marks, and often compliment me on it. And I like compliments. What can I say? Especially for my tattoos. To me, my tattoos are precious. And I'll come back to talking about that. But so the third one is for empowerment. There's love, curiosity, empowerment. And I got the tattoos in that order. That's also the order that I discovered that they were part of my vow. And I got the empowerment tattoo in, I think, October of 2023. So about, 3-4 months after I got the curiosity tattoo, and about 2 years and change after I got the love tattoo. And it took a while to come up with it, but there was a few ideas being tossed around. But then I was like, no, I think I want it to be a wand, because we have this fantasy theme in the empowerment department of us being like quest guides that are helping heroes with a quest, and sort of like wizards and sorceresses. And I know I love that we use that theme, and it's inspiring to me and fun. It makes it fun. And I'd also really come to see how this phrase, I believe in you, is the basis of what we're doing in the empowerment department. And that means something very specific to me. And so this wand is a wand that casts a spell, I believe in you. And I'll show it to you now. This is the wand. And I can either literally with my physical body or metaphorically point it at someone and say, I believe in you. I can do that imaginally in my mind. And I often do this, just sort of in my mind, but also often I'll do it physically to people. They're both very powerful forms of casting the spell. I do the I believe in you subconsciously, semi-consciously, imaginally all the time. I'll remind myself, oh, I believe in this person. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in Tashin. I believe in Mary. I believe in Anansi. I believe in the guild members. I believe in my friends. And I believe in the people that I encounter. Just, if I meet you on the street, even if I've never met you before, I believe in you also. So what does this mean? It means, broadly speaking, I believe that we incarnate for a reason, that we have these souls that are here for a reason at this time, and that we've chosen to be here, that we have work to do. We have this vow, we have this mission, we have this calling that we're here to bring to this earth at this time. And of course, I don't think that's like a pass-fail test or a checkbox that you mark off. It's an emergent property of your interaction with the world through your life, but there's certain qualities or certain cares or virtues that you have that you're bringing here and that you're trying to give as a gift through your life. And I believe in that. I believe in that vow. And first and foremost, I believe in that generally for everyone, and I try to see that in each individual person that I meet. Like, who are they? I try to see them. Who are they? What are their qualities? What are their virtues? What are their strengths? What are their dreams? What are their gifts? What are their challenges? What are their obstacles, their weaknesses? And really see someone for who they are and see the best in them, see their vow, see what they're here to do. And then from there, from that seeing, to act, from that perception to take action, and to believe in them, to demonstrate that belief in them, to specifically to help them however I can. And so when I say I believe in you, it means I believe that you have a vow. I believe that you're here to do something in particular. I will do what I can to see you in that, to understand that, and to help you in that, to support you in that. If there are specific things that I can do to help you, I will. And there's an asterisk there. It's not a blank check. This is something I've had to get energetically clear about in myself. It's like, I will do anything that is ethical, that is enlivening for me, that feels good, that, how to put it? Yeah, it can't compromise me or another person ethically, morally, energetically, spiritually. But if there's something that's alive that like clearly is helpful to you and is enlivening for me, is joyful for me, that will serve you, that will benefit you, that will bring your vow into actualization, then I'm sort of pre-committing to doing that. I remember I had this really lovely interaction with a dear friend of mine maybe 6 months ago, where I was helping them in a very specific way. I don't know if they'd be comfortable with me sharing this story or not, but I'll just say that I was helping them in a very specific way, and it was very late at night, and I was kind of going to great lengths to help them. And they were like, at one point, it's like 2:30 in the morning, they're like, why are you helping me with this? Which is valid, but then I was just like, I pre-committed to this. I said, I believe in you. I said that I would help you. And this is a way I can help you now. And it is energizing and enlivening for me. It's not compromising me. It's not morally unethical. So here I am. I already said I would. And I think often with the people I'm closest to, there's a moment or multiple moments where they realize like, oh, that's what he means when he said he believes in me. Like, I thought I knew what he meant by that, but now I'm really seeing. And it takes time to really realize that, and you have to be attuned to it. I could help you and believe in you without you being attuned to it. I don't need that. It's not necessary. But if someone is attuned to it and they're kind of clear about the causal relationship, they'll be like, oh, that's what he means by I believe in you. And wow, it's a very powerful spell. And I've learned over time, it has some very unexpected side effects. It's a wholesome spell. It's a beneficial spell. It's white magic, as it were, but, you know, it has unexpected effects, and I help people in ways that they weren't anticipating or weren't expecting. And, yeah, so those are the 3 tattoos: the love tattoo, the curiosity tattoo, and the empowerment. Love, curiosity, and empowerment. And together, they form one piece of art on my body that represents my vow. And overall, my vow, I would say right now, at least, is to demonstrate the intimacy of fun and service. And I do that through love, curiosity, and empowerment, and through my work at the Service Guild. That's the way in which I'm demonstrating fun, the intimacy of fun and service. So I love my tattoos. I love that they're meaningful. I love that they inspire me. I love that they're beautiful to me. I love that they're a piece of art together, that they have kind of a whole. I perceive them as a whole, even though they're separate in space and on different parts of my body. And I love them. I really love my tattoos. And actually, incidentally, if and when we have other departments at the Service Guild, which I hope and pray that we will, one of the requirements, at least right now, will be that someone who starts that department is willing to tattoo an icon for it to their body. It's like, you don't have to start a department. You don't have to ask to do that. But if you want to do that, that's one of the requirements. That you choose an icon for it and tattoo it to your body. And in that way, sort of say, hey, I'm going to stand for this. This is what I'm going to live indefinitely for the rest of my life. And that's what I was saying when I got these tattoos, and what I'm holding myself to, and what I've lived since I've gotten them. And I love that. I love that way of life for me, and I love the work that I do as a result of it. And that's what would be required for someone else who starts a department in the Service Guild. So anyway, those are my tattoos and what they mean to me. I love them. I hope you like them too. And yeah, feels good to share them with you and let you know what they mean.